Boundary line, of course, is the topic of today's Law and You. We have our boundary line set up right here. The guys are back, attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Saramboli. Great to see you guys.
Thanks for having us. A couple things. One, today's my oldest daughter's birthday, Elise. Happy 16th birthday. Hold on, Pennsylvania driver, she's coming. And by the way, you're doing a great job on the weather.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
unbelievable.
good to be on in the mornings and the evenings.
Love it.
Well, the big one, the Sweet 16 there, of course, for Greg's daughter. Happy birthday. Let's get to the question today. This is from Jack in Bloomsburg. Jack says, if a boundary line runs through a tree line hedgerow, can one property owner cut trees down without the other landowner's permission? How does this tree cutting situation work? Ed, I know you have personal experience.
I tell you what, I've had more, at my old house I had more tree issues than I ever wanted to have in a lifetime. So I do have, unfortunately, have a lot of knowledge in this particular area. If the boundary line literally runs through those trees, then those trees are property of both, on both properties. And you would need permission to cut that tree down. So the neighbor can't just go and cut those trees down without obtaining your permission, because half of that tree essentially is on your property. So the answer to your question is yes, they do need permission in order to cut those trees down if they're along a hedgerow.
The other one we always see is the maintenance issue, though, when the tree overhangs the property line. So in that situation, if the tree is overhanging the property line, the adjacent property owner can go literally whoop, right up and cut the trees right on the property line. So that's the one we see a lot more frequently, that we encounter. So that could be another situation. These property line, and the other thing is be very careful if you start cutting people's stuff down and you're not sure, because you could be sued and be held accountable for those. Absolutely.
And trees are expensive. I mean, really, really expensive. And if you have to replace 100-year-old growth trees, it can get really costly. So before you go cutting any trees down, make sure you talk with your neighbors and look at any covenants or restrictions if you're in a development. It can get real dicey.
I know these situations sound simple, but obviously they can get very complicated and controversial. So our viewers that may need some direction with property boundary arguments, how can they reach you guys?
Well, they can call us at 570-714-HURT or see us on the web at 714hurt.com.
And I'm so passionate about this, I'll come to your house and do the survey myself. Or you can go on Facebook or Twitter, Snapchat, Google+. We're on all the social media outlets, so if you have a question, put it on. We'll do our best to answer in an upcoming segment.
Yeah, Snapchat a picture of that tree hanging on your property. All right, Results Matter attorneys Greg Fellerman and Ed Saramboli. Guys, thanks. We'll catch you next time.
We'll see you.
Don't forget, you can get a question here on the Law and You through PAHomepage.com or call the hotline.